smile for the friends that you'll ignore. So go and smoke your veggies now, 'cause we gotta go to the Midwest Degens Show. The sitcom dream on, burn it and shine low.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Midwest Degenerates podcast. I'm Alex. He's Caleb.
How's it going, everybody?
We're back at you with another episode this evening. Sorry we missed Monday's episode. We were both at the Orioles-Royals game. Crazy game. I left before it truly got just out of this world crazy.
Did you leave before or after the Orioles Grand Slam? Top of the 12th?
Before. I left after the bottom of the 11th.
Yeah, you missed out on a Grand Slam.
Yeah, I was wondering why I was leaving the stadium, or as I was leaving the stadium, I heard a bunch of screams and fucking boos, and I was like, what the hell happened? But that explains what happened.
Yeah, and after that ball cleared the fence, which it only cleared Isbell's glove by like maybe 8 inches. But
Shit.
as soon as that ball cleared the wall, you should have seen all the people get up out of their seats and turn and start heading up the stairs.
Can't blame them. I will say I do want to go back to a lot more games after that one. Kaufman is an amazing place.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what did you think of your first visit to Kaufman and just like your first, I guess you could say, first like true Royals MLB experience?
Oh, it was fucking great, dude. They got to work on their on how they make their daiquiris, but outside of that, it was fucking great. But the value menu went crazy. Best believe I'm going to be slamming that going forward throughout the rest of the season. Value beers went crazy. The food was good. Fucking viewing experience was great. Pitch by pitch betting, dude. Come on now. I've been telling
people. I've been telling people at work how we sat there throughout the entire 11th inning and like just fucking flipped change for fucking dollars.
That's gonna be the meta going forward.
Yeah, like, I tried it last night. I tried it last night with the game while it was on TV, and it's not the same. There's too much of a delay between the TV, what's going on, like game time.
And you get so much of a better feel of the game, like in stadium.
Oh yeah.
Like by that point, like by the 11th inning, Urseg had already blown it. Like Lugo had a. We do want to do a little breakdown before we get into UFC on that game in general.
Yeah, we can.
I want to give a shout out to Lugo. One hit until they pulled him top of the 9th. They should have just let him close it. They really should have just let him close it. He would have sealed that shit as a one-hitter, one-hit game. He played out of his mind. Great pitching. Come on, Whit! I need a hit for my parlay! Come on, I need a hit for my parlay! Shout out Bobby Witt. He got that feller his 2 hits for the parlay.
But he still needed the Royals money line.
Poor feller.
Yeah, shout out that guy. I know you're probably not listening, but shout out that guy.
Yeah, shout out that guy.
If you know who we're talking about.
Yeah, maybe there's some fuckers watching from Kansas City that are homies with that guy. Never know, but we can only hope. What else I gotta give a shout out to? A shout out Jack Caglianone. What was it? A 437-foot homer straight center field.
Yeah.
God, I would have loved to catch that.
I'm sure you could tell. I'm sure you could tell just sitting next to me just how fucking excited I was.
Dude, didn't you catch
mid-ball flight?
I can't remember if my fiance was trying to get me to go get food, and I was like, "No, I got to see this plate appearance. I got to see this plate appearance." And then the very next pitch, he fucking slams that shit. And I was like, "All right, we can go get grub now."
Yeah, I was going fucking nuts over there.
That was a fucking amazing play. Shout out Jack Caglianone. Trying to think, did anyone else really make any crazy plays during the game that I'm missing?
Um, there were a few decent defensive plays by like Michael Garcia, Bobby Wood Jr. You know, just your standard Gold Glove defensive performances.
Mhm.
Got to give a hell of a shout out to Kyle Isbell out there in center field though. I don't know if you saw that catch where he fucking overran it, fell on his fucking ass just to catch it.
I did not. He really left it all out
Yeah.
there. That was a great game, and it
And we
definitely.
were
Wait, what?
it was oh sorry, but it wasn't crowded enough there where if you were really paying attention you could hear him yelling out in center field.
Hmm.
I don't know if you picked up on that a couple of times.
I love the heckling going of the right outfielder for the fucking Orioles. I don't know who it was, but
Yeah,
some guy just randomly started talking shit to him.
I really wish we were sitting closer to where that fucking Blaze Reynolds, or whatever the fuck his name is for the Orioles.
Blaze Alexander.
Yeah, Blaze Alexander. That's who I'm thinking of. We could have had some fun with him on fucking 420.
Yeah, we could have. Could have had him
Because
feeling all
how
bummed.
many, I don't know about you, but throughout the whole day on Monday, I broke it down and I did the math. I had 13 of those edibles on Monday.
I had the codes. I had a codes big AF gummy before the game, and I had the two you gave me during the game. And let me tell you, man, I started driving home. I made it out of like the KC Metro, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna need you to drive, babe. I can't. I can't do this."
Yeah,
Yeah,
how was her experience watching from the parking lot? I think that's the only seat I haven't had there at Kaufman yet.
the Newport Monster. She was iffy on it. She liked it up, or she didn't mind. Oh, I don't want to say she liked it. She didn't mind it really up until Meat Canyon showed up on the jumbotron. And then whenever Meat Canyon showed up on the shout out Meat Canyon. Whenever he showed up on the jumbotron, she got real mad that she wasn't in the game. And I didn't know
Oh
this.
shit.
I didn't know this because I didn't check my text, but I guess she was at the gate after I told her that.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so I got a earful about that one. Best believe it. Never making that mistake again. Cigarettes will be brought into Kauffman Stadium going forward, and gonna make sure to
And
check my text.
to the next ballpark.
Wait, the next ballpark? Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. I don't know how the fuck that's gonna work in the Crown Center.
They said it's gonna be 85 acres. Like the whole thing's gonna be 85 acres.
How?
I don't I'm not sure. I meant to look up some renderings here.
Crown
Um
Center, Kansas City. Bro, there's an 85. There's not 85 acres to fucking do that there. Like one side of the street, you have Union Station. The other side, you have the Crown Center. The other side, you got the fucking World War One memorial, and then the other side, you got a cemetery.
Oh shit, that might actually not make for a bad backdrop there.
Oh, downtown with the World War One museum.
Yeah.
No, I'm in agreement with you. I just don't know how the fuck. Oh, I think I see. Oh, that's a processing center. What the fuck? IRS. There,
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can send this to you. This is going to be the renderings of the new stadium down there.
They're building it like literally connected to the Crown Center. I just don't
Yeah.
understand how the Crown Center doesn't have 85 acres.
Well, they're talking 85 square acres for that whole area.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I can see it if you're talking square acres. I just wish they would change the angle of it ever so slightly.
Mm.
So that in the outfield, instead of looking downtown towards Kansas City, you're looking at the World War One memorial.
Yeah, you already know they're gonna have crazy flyovers there.
Yeah. But it's looking, and again, this can change. These are renderings. But it looks like they are kind of keeping like the same layout almost as Kaufman.
Almost. I don't like
Like,
the suite. I don't like the tall fucking like I don't know if that's press box or if that's suites.
that's going to be ownership buildings. That's going to be management buildings and whatnot for both the Royals and
Visiting.
Hallmark.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, they're joining in with Hallmark, so both the Royals are going to have their team headquarters there, and Hallmark greeting cards are going to have their headquarters there as well.
Oh, okay. So that isn't even really like a full like that part of the stadiums isn't even really like a part of the stadium. It's just connected because Crown Center.
Yeah, kind of think of the warehouse there at Camden Yards.
Okay.
Because the team uses that as their like their management buildings and whatnot. Like that's where all the higher ups are and whatnot. That's where they do all their paperwork and everything. It's going to be something similar to the warehouse at Camden Yards.
I will say the one negative I don't like about this change is getting there and parking and traffic is going to be like a trillion times worse.
Yeah.
The renderings do look great though. I gotta give it that.
I mean, I will say it does kind of work out because there are parking opportunities there. You know, there's a way you can get there without having to hit downtown. You can get there coming off the side streets and everything.
Hmm.
Like if you venture around that part of Kansas City enough, you'll kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and get a layout for it for whenever they build a new stadium.
And the other thing I don't like is they're at Kaufman, center outfield grass. You know, somebody if they really cared to, they could hop out of their seat, run and catch a fucking homer that lands in the center outfield in that big patch of grass. This new stadium has no grass in fucking center outfield.
Yeah, I'm really hoping they bounce this off of a research group, like get some season ticket holders together and or just like a whole fan consensus in general, be like, "Hey, what changes do you want us to make to the renderings?" I'm sure somebody's going to mention something about the grass because that's another fixture of Kaufman. You know, for
Mm,
the longest time there weren't even the seats out there by the bullpens.
mm.
I think those got in there till about right around the early 2000s. That whole outfield concourse wasn't there the first time I went to Kaufman in 2005.
And it's like, hear me out too. This is gonna sound crazy, but where the fountain is centered, or where the fountain is in center outfield, somebody dings the fucking straight shot center fucking outfield homer, Jack Cagliano in the game we went to esque, right? Say that shit hits the fountain, the ball hitting the water. What if it just goes back in play?
It happens.
Like that's already an issue with the one in right field.
Yeah. Like there will be sometimes they'll bang off the party porch there and go right back onto the field. Whoever's out there in the outfield just pick it up, throw it up to the fans.
Really, they don't even bother.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's like that at a lot of stadiums around the league too, like there in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
But
The jacuzzi.
yeah.
I didn't get to see anything with the jacuzzi at the couple games I went to there at fucking Chase Bank Field. Figure we can scooch our way over into the fucking UFC for this weekend. Kind of on a whatever fucking card here. 2 days before my birthday. Don't know how I really feel about that. This is kind of garbage. Oh, she's already fighting again. Goddamn. I'll kind of move through the card. Talita Alencar versus Julia Polastri. Two Brazilians, 23 and 21 at strawweight, 7-1-1, 3-1 in the UFC, 14-5, 2-2 in the UFC. Okay, submission specialist based off the jiu-jitsu, a lot of okay, rear naked decision. Okay. What does this other fucker got? TKO, decision. I think my pick for this, I already have to log back in, goddamn. FanDuel already logged me out. I think for this first fight, my pick's just gonna be to go the distance.
You think it's gonna go the distance?
Yeah, I think it's gonna go the distance. Not that, I mean, there isn't much fucking minus 260, so it's like a safe pick, but both of these people, or both of these chicks have fucking random, like their finishes are very random. There's no consistency to them. They both have a tendency to go to decision over anything else. And I feel like in that match, or in this matchup, lends towards going to decision.
All right.
Next fight, they've been debuting so many fighters, and I'm honestly getting kind of fucking sick of it, because this year there have been more debut fights than it feels like any year fucking that I've watched UFC previously, like 2021, 2020, or 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. This year feels like the most debut fights I've seen in the promotion in a while. I'm getting kind of sick of it because these guys all fucking suck. We got Max Griffin, 20 and 12, 8 and 10 in the UFC. Fucking vet. Negative record, but a fucking vet. Going up against Victor Valenzuela, 13 and 4 debut. 170-pound welterweight fight. This guy has one fight in LFA, which is probably his best fucking win against Dustin Parrish. Similar record to him. Lost his contender series fight via TKO. Then got a 1 by TKO in some amateur promotion. Max Griffin, 8 and 10 record. Let's see what that says. 2 loss lose streak to Michael Chiesa via rear naked, and then Chris Curtis via split decision. Chris Curtis is a solid fighter. He's got really good defense. Michael Chiesa will just worm for the fucking sub. Michael Morales is a top tier contender. He beats the bums, loses to the contenders. This guy seems like a bum. I think I'm gonna go Max Griffin on this one.
I was gonna say the same thing, just the experience. It looks like on FanDuel too, he is an underdog. Plus 126.
Yeah, we'll see how that swings before fight night. You know how it always is with this pod.
Whenever I was making my notes, let me check here. Yeah, whenever I was making my notes, Griffin was favored. He was minus 130.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. I just don't trust Valenzuela. He has one technical pro fight. Well, I mean, his 2 pro fights that he had on Dana White's Contender Series and fucking LFA. He won the LFA fight, lost on the Contender Series. That's not really impressive at all. That doesn't really tell me much at all about what he is. If anything, it paints a negative image. This next one, though, 155 lightweight, another fucking debut. Lucas Brennan, 11-2 out of America versus Francis Marshall, 9-3, 3-3 in the UFC, also out of America. Francis Marshall, name's familiar. What's he done? Looks like knockoff TJ Dillashaw. Eric Silva, sub. Lost decision. Beat Bazooka by decision. Dolgarian, not a bad loss. Gomez is not a bad loss, really. His nickname's Fire. What a loser. This guy's nickname is Fire. Francis Marshall versus Skywalker Lucas Brennan. Fought on Bellator. Beat Weems, not really too crazy of a win. 2 losses by decision.
So let me just get this straight here. So we have a firefighting dog off of Paw Patrol going up against probably one of the best Jedi Knights known across the entirety of the galaxy.
See, but you gotta think, the Paw Patrol, they have powers that no other fictional character has. They will always win. And I think that plays into why we're seeing Francis Marshall as a minus 620 favorite. Now, I like a good underdog story in the fucking green lightsaber Skywalker. But at the same time, Francis Marshall is just so heavily favorited, and the Paw Patrol always find a way, man. They will always do their fucking job. And we only have money lines available on this one. So I'm just gonna go Marshall.
I'm liking the Jedi.
I'll do it separate, or I'll do a solo bet on them. I just can't.
Because you said Marshall beat that Bazooka by decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting his ass beat by Brennan.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
What does Brennan's recent fights look like?
Borderline amateur promotion. He got kicked out of, or he lost in PFL, got booted from PFL, lost in Fury, got booted from Fury, and then had to go fight on XKO, which I've never even heard of before. He beat 2. I mean, they have good record, or no, they don't. They don't have good records at all. He beat 2 bums. Wait, did he? Yeah, he beat 2 bums on the. He beat a 12-5 guy and a fucking 6-5 guy on the regional scene. He just has no experience, and at the pro level, he gets beat.
I'm still gonna take him.
I'll go solo bet.
I'll do a separate slip where it's Marshall, but I'm gonna run it with the Jedi.
We'll just have to see on that one. Let me get back to the fight page here. Rafael Filho, 17-4, 3-2 in the UFC. Despite a bantamweight against Cody Durden, 17-10-1, 6-8-1 in the UFC. Filho is fucking jacked. He's fucking jacked. 1 win. Whoa. He has crazy wins. He has good wins and fucking He's been around in the UFC for a little bit. He's moving up from fucking 125, he's 125, but I believe this fight's at 135. He's moving up a division, bulking up. He already has a grappling win against one of the best fighters in the flyweight division. Beat Ode Osborne by sub in the first round. His last fight, he won by fucking sub in the first round. This one I'm gonna go Filho, and then if it'll let me, it will not let me. I'm just gonna take Filho on this slip since it won't give me double chance or anything yet. But if it would give me double chance, I would take Filho. Or I would just take Filho inside the distance. Let's fight. They didn't go into decision.
Yeah. Yeah, I already took Filho already. Yeah, he's gonna catch a murder charge this weekend.
It's gonna be rough. Next one, Mayra Bueno Silva versus Michelle Montague. Bueno Silva, she fought for a title maybe like 2 years ago, I want to say. Yeah, 2 years ago she fought for a title, lost. She's on a 4-fight losing streak, lost to Cavalcanti, Jasuda Vicious, who we saw last week, Macy Chiazon, and Raquel Pennington. None of those really were good fights. She just lost. Michelle Montague, 7-0 prospect out of, New Zealand. 7-0 out of New Zealand, fighting out of Florida. Good call. Good win against Carolina. Good win in PFL. She's been around. Like, she made her pro debut in the PFL. She's going against, she had one bum fight, it looks like, or a couple of bum fights. She's had a couple of bum fights, but, like, she's not, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, 4-2 was her first opponent was 4-2. Her second opponent was 1-3. Her third opponent was never fought before. Her fourth opponent was 4-2, 4-2, 3-1, and then 11-4. And Bueno Silva's on a 4-fight losing streak. I'm taking the obvious favorite in this one and taking Montague.
All right, I can agree with that. I might come through on a separate slip later and put good Silva on there to win. Just at that plus in my mind.
Do a 2-leg or do 2 separate bet, like do the parlay and then 2 separate bets. Do one for Bueno Silva to win money line, and then do one for Brennan to win money line. And then if you want, you could do a combined bet where you take them in a 2-legger.
If I do the one where I combine them together, I'm also going to throw Cody Durden on it. Even though he's more than likely going to get murdered.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, what do we got next? Cedric Dumas. Dude. Okay. Cedric Dumas versus Jackson McVeigh, 185 prelim fight. Dumas 10-4, 3-4 in the UFC. McVeigh 0-2 in the UFC. Before I break into this fight, well, okay, I'm gonna go through Cedric Dumas's criminal record. All right. So, his most recent ones. This isn't nearly all of them. There are a lot more. Most recently, this one says the most recent one was April 2025. It's been since then. Yeah, okay, no, this is the most recent one. Most recent one, Dumas was arrested in Florida on April 28, 2025 on multiple felony and misdemeanor charges, including home invasion, robbery, felony possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, felony possession of a controlled substance, misdemeanor battery, and misdemeanor drug equipment possession. Reports allege that Dumas entered the home of his child's mother without permission, attacked her, stole her cell phone and neck glass, and attempted to take her ring. He was reportedly found hiding in a dog crate at a nearby residence following the incident.
A dog crate?
Yeah, he was running from the cops, and he thought in order to get the cops off of his tail, he should hide in a dog crate at one of the neighbors' houses.
All right.
February 2024, misdemeanor battery after allegedly slapping the mother of his child. 2020 December 2023, arrested for marijuana possession and driving with a suspended license. August 2023, trespassing. 2016, resisting arrest without violence in a separate incident, was convicted of domestic battery. 2015, charged with aggravated assault. 2014, petty theft. And there's a lot more. That's just the most prominent ones. Like, he had a fight last year where he had to pull out because he had to pull out of a fight because his judge wouldn't grant him like, he was on the ankle monitor and the judge wouldn't let him take the ankle monitor off for a fight, so he had to cancel a fight.
Yeah.
Like, he's a motherfucker. His fighting ability is like mediocre. I'll go through his record real quick for you. Loss, no contest, loss. Win against a nobody, loss. Decision. He beat Brundage. He beat Cody Brundage. We'll give him that. We've seen Cody Brundage a couple of times now. He beat Cody Brundage.
Yeah.
Abu Zaitar, he beat him by decision. That was a long time ago, though, so that's not really saying much. And he's lost every fight since, pretty much, besides Dennis Tululin in 2024. And he won that by decision, and Tululin's pretty shit himself. Tululin's 11-9. Lost to Dante Johnson. What's Jackson McVeigh looking like? Who's he lost to? If he's had respectable losses, I can give it to him. Zach Reese, he lost by...
What's up?
You know who went to a no contest against Zach Reese in one of their most recent fights?
McVeigh?
Cedric Dumas. You know who lost to Zach Reese in the second round?
McVeigh?
Mm-hmm. We're taking the dog pick with between the criminal record and the common opponent. We're going underdog Cedric Dumas.
Yeah, I can agree with that, especially since, I like voting for felons.
Amen. A fucking man. Wait. All right. So yeah, McVeigh lost to fucking Reese. Dumas went to no contest against Reese, just like his odds to win this one more. Looking on to the next fight on the card, we got Rodolfo Viera versus... Oh, where the fuck is it at? Rodolfo Viera versus Eric Mikoncico? McConico. There you go. Viera is 6-4 in the UFC, 11-4 overall record. Eric McConico is 10-4-1 with a 1-2 record in the UFC. Viera is a BJJ guy. Lost his last fight to head kick by Bo Nickel, which, slight shame, but it was a late TKO. Could be a lot worse. Brunson's not really winning. His wins are mediocre at best. He doesn't have anything that impresses me too much. Let me see what McConico's got going on. Ooh, I gotta go Viera on this one.
What do you think Because Viera, I've seen some of his shit from BJJ.
Mm-hmm.
He's a submission guy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think about taking his double chance for submission or on points?
100%. He's not KOing him. I agree
And
with that.
that's a significant increase in odds as well. I mean, it's 130 points, but still, whenever you're talking about negative odds, that 130 points adds up.
Oh, we have double chance available on these. I didn't even realize. Yeah, I threw that on there. All these other ones we haven't had double chance for, that's why I haven't done it. Next one we got Marcus Buchecha versus Ryan Spann. This one's a heavyweight fight. Marcus Buchecha, 0-1-1 in the UFC. Grappling guy. I had a parlay between Buchecha and Kennedy and Njuachu and the rest of that card. And it would have went for like $30, but because that fight between Buchecha and Nizuchekwu went to a decision or went to a draw, I got shit. I got nothing. It voided out, and I got like $7 total from it.
Yeah.
Ugly fighter. If Nizuchekwu is taking you at a decision, Ryan Spann, he's also a smaller guy coming up from lightweight, fits the archetype. As much as I hate to say it, I think Buchecha, I think Ryan Spann is just going to put, like, let me make sure Ryan Spann is still, I want to make sure he isn't as stupid as I remember. Sub. Has he won at heavyweight? Yeah, I think he's won at heavyweight. Who's this guy? What's he fight at? Yeah, he fights heavyweight. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Spann. Spann at the underdog pick. Spann has.
I don't know.
You differentiating from me here?
Yeah, I'm differentiating a little bit because Spann has the power to end this fight early, but at the same time, he really fucking struggles against elite grapplers. Buchecha is one of those.
Mm.
If it hits the mat, if he gets taken to the mat,
Not
Buchecha
good.
is gonna have his way with, and it's
Mhm.
gonna be over with early.
I could definitely see that. I'll go with Buchecha on this. My main thing with Spann is just the moving up from light heavyweight. Guys who come from the lighter division, they always tend to have more stamina. They always like move quicker, last longer in the fight. That's what's making me want to go with him on that one, but I'm gonna ride with Buchecha just because it isn't much of an odds difference. Our next fight up on the card, we got Montel Jackson, 9-3 in the UFC, versus Raoni Barcelos, 10-4 in the UFC. This is kind of like a competition of those guys who don't ever get the big opportunities, but consistently beat the shit out of whoever's put in front of them. Montel Jackson lost his last fight to Davison Figueiredo, who's a top contender at 135. Outside of that, he's beaten good up and coming prospects, Daniel Marcos. First round straight left TKO of Damon Blackshear, who was at the time he was doing really good. Ronnie Yaya is not a good win, but he fucking put him out in the first round, which is what you want to see. Other two guys, I'm not familiar with their game at all. Before that, he's just been in the UFC for a long fucking time. Fucking Darce Cho. Yeah. What? How many Barcelos? He beat Peyton Talbot in his last one, didn't he? No, Ricky Simone, Cody Garbrandt, Peyton Talbot. What's the line on this one? How many Barcelos? Barcelos being
You're
dog,
taking
that's got
Barcelos?
him being a dog is good value.
All right.
You
think age difference is what's gonna help him get over just the experience of being in the cage longer?
how many Barcelos? He just is on a 4-fight win streak, and he's been taking out like top tier prospects like Christian Quinones, fucking Peyton Talbot. Both of those guys are top tier prospects. Montel Jackson, he's taken out decent prospects in Daniel Marcos, but he lost to like the top of the, or what's being considered as like the upper echelon of the division, Davison Figueiredo. And then a lot of his other wins that he has are just no name fighters or fucking cannon fodder that's just fed to be, or like fed to up and coming prospects to make him look impressive. Our next fight here, Davy Grant, shout out Davy Grant versus Adrian Luna Martinetti. Martinetti UFC debut, 17-1 prospect. Davy Grant 8-7 in the promotion. Seen Davy Grant fight, puts on an entertaining fight. Lost to Charles Jourdain, who we just saw won in the co-main of last week's event. Before that, beat Damon Blackshear, Ramon Tavares, got robbed in a decision against Daniel Marcos. Rafael Ascenso, not a bad win. Luis Samolka, not a bad win. Grant's got some decent wins on his record, nothing too crazy. This guy out of Ecuador, Adrian Martinetti, what's he got? Vlogden on the fucking Contender Series. Vlogden, he hasn't turned out very well, has he? Didn't he just lose? Oh no, he went to fucking draw against Castaneda. That's right. I think I'm gonna go with Davy Grant. I think this is one. I think this is one of those ones where they're putting him up on a pedestal to try and make him look impressive, but really he isn't really, like, he's not gonna amount to a whole lot. Go back here. This next fight on the card, we got next fight on the card, we got Rafa Garcia out of Mexico versus Alexander Hernandez out of the US. Hernandez 10-7 in the UFC, veteran, been around the block. Rafa Garcia, not too bad himself, 6-4 in the UFC. All 4 of his losses coming in the promotion, though. Beat Jared Gordon. Jared Gordon fell off after his loss to Paddy Pimblett in a robbery. Lost to Grant Dawson. Grant Dawson's an up-and-coming prospect. Clay Guida's been around for forever. He's cannon fodder. Lost to Drakkar Klose. That is a teller right there. Drakkar Klose, how's he doing? A win-loss. Okay, no, he's not that bad. I thought he was a lot worse. Hernandez, who did he beat? He beat someone good. Ferreira, Hooper, Halva, Hubbard. Yeah, I think this is fucking. The way I'm looking at it is this is a Hernandez is gonna win this fight. Like, Hernandez should win this fight, but it's his fight to lose. Like, he could very easily play this or go about this fight like an idiot and lose, but by all metrics, he should be the one walking out of this one on top.
Well, do you think it goes to distance no matter what?
Hernandez goes to decision a good amount, but at the same time, his last 2 wins that he's had have been by TKO. And whenever he wins, most of the time, it's either decision or TKO. I think that would be my pick, honestly, is him double chance. Hernandez.
And that's Garcia or Hernandez?
Just go straight money
Not
line.
better on point.
It's 2 fucking point difference.
All right.
Just so if he ends up doing a sub for some fucking reason, we're covered on that. This next one, though, we do have we've seen Jocelyn Edwards. She fought. When was it?
Not too long ago, I don't think.
February. She fought since we started doing the pod.
Oh shit! Short turnaround.
Yeah, short turnaround. Got a win in her last fight. Nora Cornola. Second round victory by a sub. I remember a lot of people said that was a really good looking win. I personally don't remember that fight. But I believe it. Norma Dumont, 13-2. Has never got a KO. Has only gotten 2 submissions. Almost all of her fights have gone to decision. Jocelyn Edwards, she got sub TKO sub decision. I'm gonna do this fight. I'm gonna go. Will the fight go the distance? Such a fucking fucked odds. Trying to see what I like to bet on, or what looks like a good.
I think myself personally, I'm going to take the Dumont money line because I have a feeling since Edwards is on a short rest coming into this fight, she's only had what 2 months since her last one.
Yeah, barely.
And what's the usual rest period for one of these UFC fighters? Like what, 3-4 months usually? Sometimes longer.
Bare minimum 4.
So yeah, I think. Yeah, she might think she can do it because she might be younger than Dumont, thinking her body heals faster. I can tell you from experience, it don't matter how old you are, your body heals slow as fucking shit. So yeah, I think she's still gonna be fucking sore and beat. Probably still gonna have some bruises on her from the last fight. I think I can confidently take Dumont here.
I
because
agree.
she's going to be the first fighter. She's going to have more energy going into it. I'm looking at it. I'm saying Edwards is probably coming in at about probably no more than 80%.
The thing with it, looking at it, is Edwards, if she wants to get the win in this one, she's gonna need a finish.
Yeah, and her last fight went to decision, didn't it?
Nope, finish. Her last 4, she's on a 4-fight tear. She's on a 4-fight win streak. Let me find the fucking page. She's on a 4-fight win streak, but sub TKO sub.
So rounds to say.
Second, first, third. But the one in the third was super early in the third.
I think that probably still just took too much out of her because I somewhat remember that fight, and I remember it being a scrap of a fucking fight.
Yeah, it was a good. I think, like, I don't remember it too distinctly, but I remember the finish, and I remember it being a good finish. Let's see. Our main event: Aljamain Sterling versus Yusuf Salal at 145 pounds. Aljamain Sterling 17-5 in the UFC versus Yusuf Salal 8-3-1. I'm looking at this one, and I do not have high. Okay, Quarantillo, Aarons, Shore, Cater, Emmett. Sterling's gonna win. Sterling's gonna win this one. Sterling has the most it's not gonna be he's a dog too, so that makes it even better. Sterling is not a fun fighter to watch, but he will win. especially this sort of matchup. Zalal kind of matches him pretty good in terms of like the matchup here, or the style matchup here is pretty good for him. A lot of submissions and fucking decisions. Sterling, a lot of submissions, decisions. I can see this working out in Aljo's favor here. Him will getting a decision win over Zalal. Let me see. I'm gonna do Aljo by submission or points to add on 10 to the dog pick.
All right.
And we'll slap 75 cents on it. So for the parlay for UFC this Saturday, we got Alencar versus Polastri to go the distance. Griffin money line, Marshall money line, Filho money line, Montague money line, Dumas money line, Viera money line, or Viera by submission or points, Buchecha money line, Barcelos money line, Grant money line, Hernandez money line, Dumont money line, and then Sterling to win by submission or on points. Total 75 cents. I do too. I like all the money line picks. Feel like it takes out a lot of room for error. 75 cents to win $633.36. Placing the bet right now. All right. Up next, Caleb. What do you wanna go over up next? Do you want to go into a little bit of MLB?
Yeah, we can do a quick run on MLB.
All right. For tomorrow, just give me like a. We'll keep it since we have a lot to run through in these, like between NBA, NHL, MLB. For like let's see, like come up with 6 picks for MLB. I'll come up with 6 picks for hockey, and then we'll join together and come up with 6 picks for fucking NBA.
All right.
All right, I got my 6 for hockey assembled.
All right, I got my 6 for the MLB put together for tomorrow.
All right, I'll let you start.
All right. So I got for my 6-leg parlay, this is all money lines. I got the Detroit Tigers over the Milwaukee Brewers. Tyreek Skubal on the mound for the Tigers. Next up, I got the San Diego Padres money line over the Rockies. Matt Waldron on the mound for the Padres. Then I got the Arizona Diamondbacks money line over the Chicago White Sox. Fucking Michael Soroka is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Next up, got the Dodgers of Los Angeles. Got their money line over the Giants. Tyler Glasnow on the mound for the Dodgers. Then I got the Yankees money line over the Red Sox. Schlittler's on the mound for the Yankees. Then last but not least, I got the Twins money line over the Mets. Joe Ryan on the mound for the Twins. 6-leg parlay. I added a 30% profit boost onto it as well that I had. So odds for that, $10 to win, $241.
Sheesh. Wait, did you do a run line instead of a money line somewhere in there?
No.
So just Tigers, Padres, Dbacks, Dodgers, Yankees, and Twins?
Yep. Then I had a 30% profit boost.
That's what it is.
Before the profit boost is 1854.
Yeah, that's what I was confused on. That makes sense. For NBA playoffs, or not NBA, NHL playoffs that we got coming up. I have one rolling still. Shit. It's not going over. Rip. For NHL tomorrow, I have Sabres money line. I have it sticking under the 6.5 total. I have Tage Thompson to score a goal in that game. I kind of had to get into player props a little bit because there's only 3 games. For Avalanche versus Kings tomorrow at LA, I have Kings to cover the +1.5, and I have it staying under the 5.5 total. And then for Carolina or at Ottawa, I just have Carolina walking out of theirs dogs.
All right.
And that's 6 legs. Shit, $1 would be like 32.78. Sounds about right.
Yep, 32.78.
Yeah, that's my picks there. Then we can blitz over to our fucking NBA picks for the playoffs tomorrow. We got 3 games. We got the Knicks at the Hawks, Cavs at the Raps, and Nugs at the Tims. Not the fucking Tims, bruh. Hold the fucking phone. I'm gonna make a fucking bet right here, right now. I see crazy money available, or crazy fucking value.
What are you seeing?
Halftime between Thunder and Suns. Suns are fucking plus 1,400 dogs at halftime, down fucking 8. 50
Think they
cent.
can do it?
Fuck, man, I had a 50% live profit boost, and 50 cents equals $10.50. Why would I not do it?
Fair enough.
But looking at these games for tomorrow, Knicks at Hawks. Knicks slightly favored over the Hawks. This entire series so far, from what I've seen, has been straight pick'em lines, regardless of who's won or who's lost, or where the game's being played. It's just been straight pick'em. And where is it? It's at Atlanta. 1-1
Yes.
1-1 series. That's probably has something to do with it.
I think I like Atlanta over the Knicks.
The series has been so close. I'll go with Atlanta on that one too. Like, even when Atlanta lost, it was by like 8 points and then 1 point. Game 2 was a 1-point loss for Atlanta, so I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah. Then Cavs, Raptors. I'm thinking because this is up in Canadian land. I'm thinking I'm liking the Raptors.
I agree with you on that one. I like the Raptors on this one too. The fucking travel time and the Cavs have been hit or miss this season. They haven't been everything that people have wanted them to be. Donovan Mitchell has been good, but outside of him, it's been like, okay, what else? And that travel time is brutal up to Canada. Even from Cleveland and even in Ohio, that's still fucking decent fucking travel time up to Toronto.
Yeah.
And our last game here, I'm going Nugs against the Nugs at the Tims. I'm going Nugs.
Nugs.
And then I figure since we also only have 3 games here and we're making it 6 picks, we could do 1 player prop for each game here. For the Nugs one, I'm thinking, where's the big fucker at?
Over on points, rebounds, and assists for Jokic.
Over on points, rebounds, assists for Jokic. I'll take that. All right. And then our next one here. It took me to the fucking finals. I don't want the finals. Cavs at Raps. I think I'm gonna go with Brandon.
Over on James Harden points.
Over on James Harden.
Yeah, as long as it's like right around 18.5, 19.5. I feel like I would be fine taking his over, even if it's up to like 21.5.
20.5.
Yeah, I would take that over.
All right. And then our last one here. Knicks at Hawks. I'm not betting on Jalen Brunson. Not betting on Jalen Brunson.
I don't even know enough of the players off the top of my fucking head.
What are the 3 stats here? Or what are the 25 plus? 20 plus? I'll do Jalen Johnson for 20 plus. Or actually, fuck it. I'll do Jalen Johnson for 20 plus on this game.
What about Cat for 2 threes?
What's yeah, we can do that.
Plus 128.
Yeah, we can do that.
Kind of boosted a little bit.
Yeah, I'll slap 50 cents on that. For NBA playoff picks for Thursday tomorrow, folks, we got Raptors money line, Harden over 20.5, Nuggets money line, Jokic over his points, rebounds, assists, 52.5, Jalen Johnson to score 20, and Karl Anthony Towns to make 2 threes. 50 cents on that one with the 50% profit boost is $31.29. All right. Let me see here. Oh, shit. I have a hockey profit boost and missed it. Rip. What else is there for us to really... I still want to see. I'm going to keep checking this every pod until I see that it's there.
So I got to get your reaction. How do you feel? Because I know you watch him in the UFC quite a bit, and he's kind of drawing you over to the WWE. What do you think of Brock Lesnar being done?
Stupid bitches in the production truck! Meanwhile, green smiley face guy.
Yeah.
That was one of the greatest promos I've ever seen. He's not the now, he is the forever. I will say, we got time. We got time. I figure we've covered all of our major sports for the most part. The last things we got are like fucking NASCAR.
And we all already know who we're going to put on there to win.
Reddick.
It hit for me last week.
Yeah,
I fucking won like $6 off of that.
His odds were so low I couldn't bring myself to.
I got him at plus 500. I got him like after the race started. It was like lap 3 whenever I put it in.
Pre-game he was like plus 350, plus 400 to win. I was like,
I think that might be the strat from now on. Wait till it starts a little bit, then put it in.
I agree with that. I did not expect Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar to be a fucking squash match like that, and I'm honestly very disappointed that it was.
The way it was kind of building up, I had a feeling that that's kind of how it was going to go. That they were going to have Brock put Oba over,
Mm-hmm.
and based off of what he was saying backstage, with what they've released, some of the statements they've had from people backstage, apparently he wanted to put Oba over. Apparently he liked Obafemi. He worked with him whenever he was in the NXT. Helped him work, kind of polish up some of his stuff. So he thinks Brock Lesnar views Obafemi as the future of their body type in that sport. Because if you look at them, they were pretty much like two of the only guys anymore with that big ass fucking obvious steroid use build that Vince McMahon loved.
Yeah.
And now if you look at it all, they're all looking like us, where they're all fucking skinny and shit. Because they can fly around better. That's what gets people attention. They don't want to see a couple people just fucking body slam each other a couple times. They want to see people flying.
I have a deep cut for you, and it's a conspiracy theory I've had about the WWE for years. Do you remember 205 Live?
Yes.
I believe that tournament and its success is directly responsible for the shift and change in how like superstars' bodies are like perceived and handled in WWE.
Oh, definitely.
Think about how many fucking people like. I think in modern day that show was probably one of the best fucking like received like match to match in that tournament. Every match was like that was like the best ratings they've had match to match in an event in ages, or on a show in ages.
And I remember Vince was so against it that on damn near every single episode, whether it be Raw or SmackDown, hell, even the fucking pay-per-views, he would go out of his way to shit on 205 Live.
But it was literally the best thing they had. Like, you can't tell me, bro. Fucking, what was that guy? Neville.
Yeah.
Tears his knee, breaks his fucking knee, whatever. Injured forever, not heard from. Randomly shows up on 205 Live and has one of the best fucking squash matches I've ever seen in my fucking life. Legitimately, like, fucking flips, tricks, fucking and Vince is like, oh no, we need big retards slamming each other. We need big retards slamming each other on steroids. They need to be fucking each other in the showers.
Well, if you look at one of the bigger signings from whenever they were starting to slowly make that shift over, whenever they signed Sin Cara, because they thought, bringing in another, luchador kind of guy, because in Mexico they were already doing all the high flying bullshit that they're doing now in the WWE back then. They thought bringing him in, it would improve the talent, it would improve the ratings. But whenever he gets up there, it's fucking botchamania anytime he's out there. point where
100%.
they have to have fucking orange and red lights on during his match just so you don't see the botches.
You can't forget as well, Botchamania specials. Only wrestler, I think Hulk Hogan maybe got one, but one of the only wrestlers to ever receive their own specific episode of Botchamania.
Yeah.
I really think it's who's okay. So there's Rick. Okay, how in touch were you with the like New Japan scene in the mid to late 2000s?
Pretty much about the same as every other just casual fan. Like seeing the bits here and there, mainly whenever like watch TNA whenever there wasn't anything else to watch during the middle of the week. Just seeing some of the New Japan shit that they were promoting on there.
Okay, there's a guy for New Japan. There was a guy for New Japan, a white guy, blonde, Osprey, Will Osprey. Couldn't fucking think of his name, and then I just randomly thought of it. Will Osprey, bro. What is the WWE? Why has he come to WWE at all, or have they just been fucking
I want to
about?
say he's had a stint in the WWE. I gotta look that up now because I'm pretty sure I've heard his name in the WWE.
No, never.
No, AEW.
Yeah, that's crazy. Him and fucking Ricochet carried the entire scene there for a few years. Him, Ricochet, and the Bullet Club. WWE was all fucking about being stupid as shit, and those guys were locked in, just making amazing matches left and right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Anything else from Mania that was like really important that because I only really cared about Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar.
Um, the Demon came back.
How'd that go? Did he win?
I believe so. I don't know. I got tired of all the fucking commercials. TKO has ruined wrestling, or at least the WWE.
Yeah, he won. He beat Mysterio. Good shit. Keeps that undefeated record.
And then more news in the WWE. I know I told you about this the other day, but TKO has officially seized all creative control over the WWE from Triple H and his gang of merry men, which part of me feels like it was a bit overdue. Part of me also feels like this is going to be the death of the WWE.
I could see it. I could definitely see it.
Because TKO, what do they primarily focus on? What's been their main promotion for years and years now?
MMA, and now they're transitioning into starting up boxing as well.
Yeah, there's not as much storyline that goes into MMA. You know, you just tell two guys, "Hey, y'all are going to fight on this day."
Well,
Start
sometimes they
talking
have
shit
beef.
about each.
If they have like gym beef, some of those guys will have like gym beef, or they'll just fucking hate each other for whatever reason. That'll always get entertaining. But I get what you're saying. Most of the time, like whenever UFC has an opportunity to have one of those sorts of matchups, they jump on it immediately because it's so rare for them to have the matchup of like, okay, these two guys fucking hate each other's guts to have them brawl.
But do they have to sit there and write out their scripts for them, along with the scripts for everybody else for that night?
No, they wish they could though.
And you got to think too, they got to do that. If you want to include NXT, they got to come up. They got to come up with that shit 3 nights a week.
Yep.
52 weeks a year. And then throw in pay-per-views on top of that they got to build storylines for.
That's fucking crazy. Hold up. I think
I truly think they are over their heads trying to take control like they are. Because we've seen the storylines that Triple H was doing. I mean, granted, he wasn't doing the storylines for NXT, but now TKO is. But he was pretty much building. Like, he was building at least 104 different scripts a year. Just between Raw and SmackDown.
I'm making a little bit of a parlay here. Little something light for the live. Sorry, I told you my guy has a premium. I got 3-day free trial to it. Yeah, that's a good slip right there. That is a good slip right there. Take Phoenix plus 19.5, take the under 226, and then take wild money line.
All right.
And if you want to do a solo bet, take Oilers money line. They're down 2, but the way these teams fucking play, Oilers should come roaring back.
All right, so that was Suns plus 19.5, staying under.
Yeah, Suns plus 9 Suns plus whatever or 19.5 under, and then wild money line.
Wild money line. Should I add the Oilers plus 1.5?
Yeah.
All right.
I guess we can cover our other two that we have. Isn't it fucking, or was that last week in those PGA champion, or is it? That's a few weeks. Zurich.
We got. Yeah, we're not going to have a whole lot of the bigger guys in here. There's only a handful of them in here.
They play as pairs in this tourney?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can tell you my picks real quick. Brooks Koepka, Shane Lowry to finish in the top 10. Vibes are going to be rolling high between the FITZPATRICKS. Let me take a quick little looky poo, see what we got.
Taylor Moore and Wyndham Clark.
Where's that? Oh, there we go.
Plus
There
200.
Hell yeah. And then I think I'll finish that off with
Billy Horschel and Tom Hoge at plus 430.
I don't know, man. I'll do that at like you get one fucking top 20 finish, and I think I'd throw Hoge and fucking Horschel as a top 20 finish. And then Ryan's to Heath Regala is the other one I'll do. I'll put $1 on that to win 94.40. You already know. All right, and then we got our fucking NASCAR. I want to see. Do I have Formula One? Oh, I don't have first card or tire. First card or tire, unfortunately. Wait, I want to see who is racing. Is Alonso Stroll. Alonso and Stroll. Oh, that's season head to head. Oh, that's fucked. I thought that was like this fucking competition head to head. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Fuck F1. Jack Link's 500 in NASCAR. We go and dude, you know what Reddick is on this one?
What?
Plus 1800.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm slamming Reddick plus 1800 on this one right here.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree.
Any other picks you want to make off the FanDuel?
Let's see here. What do we got for UFL?
Oh shit, I didn't think about that. Also, did you know we can bet on fucking NCAA lacrosse? Go to the lacrosse tab. Let's after UFL. We got to hit the UFL.
Oh yeah, I knew anything about lacrosse.
I don't either.
Battlehawks money line. Over 45.5 for the Defenders and the Stallions.
All right. I took Aviator spread.
Yeah, minus 4.5.
I had Kings spread.
Kings.
What?
You like Kings to cover or Kings win outright?
Kings to cover. The plus 7.5. They'll probably be a field goal game.
All right.
I'll drop 50 cents on that. 50 cents to win 788 on that one. Let's fuck around and see what we got on lacrosse real quick. Dude, we got some bougie schools I ain't never heard of before. I don't even fucking know on these motherfuckers, bro. Delaware to cover. Virginia to cover. I'm not even gonna put this in the fucking pod. But High Point to cover,
Yeah,
Delaware, Virginia, Georgetown to cover, Army to cover. Yeah. 5-legger, fucking 50 cents. 12.97. Hell yeah. Alright. Do you want to do a game of the week or game of the day or not feeling it tonight?
I didn't even think about it for tonight, so I didn't even look up one.
I honestly didn't either, so we'll
I'm still fucking out of it from Monday.
I am too, dude. That was a long game, and fucking work has been brutal since.
Shit, I didn't get home that night until about 1:45 in the morning.
Fuck.
So I just turned around and took like a 3-hour recliner nap. Just fucking got up and went to work.
I think mine was, or I think I got home at like 12:30. Not too bad.
Yeah, we had to stop up by Brookfield so I could pick up the Jeep. Then we had to drive all the way home.
Fuck.
And I'm sure you've driven 11 enough at night at this point in time where you
Fuck
know you don't
that.
really go fast on 11.
Fuck that highway. Fuck that highway, man. But I guess that pretty much wraps up this episode of the Midwest Degenerates we got for you guys. As always, make sure to share us your guys' picks. Let us know how you guys do on your slips. We're always interested in knowing any ones that you guys have, all that sort of shit. Share the podcast, like, subscribe on YouTube, hit the follow, rate it on Spotify. Am I missing anything? Share us with your friends. That's about all I got. Anything else, Caleb?
Right, write the name of our show down in a porta potty at the ballpark in the parking lot.
Good shit. That better get us some fucking views. That's that prostitute marketing right there.
If anybody listens to this point, let's start the hashtag thread. Sauna shit.
Sauna shit. Hashtag sauna shit, fellers.
Yeah.
Shit. But I guess that pretty much concludes it for this week's episode of the Midwest Degenerates. We'll be back at you guys Monday. I'll recap you guys. I'll be going to the Angels Royals game on Sunday. I'll be able to give you guys a recap on how that one turns out. I'm hoping to see Mike Trout. Honestly, don't care if the Angels win because I don't have to see him. If the Angels win and Mike Trout hits a dinger, I'll be happy. If the Angels win and Mike Trout doesn't hit a dinger, I'll be pissed.
Whenever you go there, I don't know how close you're planning on sitting to home plate.
Mm.
But keep an eye whenever Mike Trout's taking a swing and everything. Pay attention to what he does with his feet.
I will. I'll keep an eye out.
And then, like, just compare it to some of these younger guys that are playing. Like, compare it to Bobby Witt Jr.'s, compare it to Jack Caglione's.
They all learning off Trout?
No, it has changed. The swing theory has changed significantly. Like a lot of these guys now, they don't pick their lead leg up high like a lot of them do nowadays. They don't have a high leg kick.
Mm.
Like your Eric Hosmer's had, or your Mike Moustakas', or your Alex Gordon's, where they were damn near picking that fucking front leg up damn near to their shoulder.
Mm.
A lot of these guys now, it's just pretty much a toe tap with their front foot.
Can't have that.
Mike Trout, not only does he pick up the front leg, he actually went back to it this year. He went back to his old swing. So he's picking up the front foot again. And he's really the only player that does this, and it helps him to keep his body square so he doesn't over rotate or anything. But right at the beginning of his swing and everything, he picks up his back foot just ever so slightly and moves it back about an inch.
Huh.
And he says that helps him stay planted and it helps keep him from rotating his body.
I will
And if you
definitely
look
be
at
looking out for that.
started doing that again, his home run numbers are through the fucking roof compared.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's been on a home run hitting fucking tear.
Let me look this up real quick. One, two, three. He's in a tie. He's in like a multi. Like there is no third or fourth place. There's just like a fuckload of tie for fifth. Fucking Trout has 8 homers on the year so far. And I will say I'm gonna try and get out to fucking White Sox game at some point this year to watch Murakami fucking slam a fucking homer.
Yeah.
I think the lineup I went was like Mariners, Guardians, Yankees, Athletics, White Sox, Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Rangers. I'm sure. Oh, Red Sox.
If you get the chance to get out there to a Blue Jays game, I recommend going to a Blue Jays game.
I was looking at it and they just don't like it. Just doesn't line up. Like they play at like the series they play at Kauffman this year is at like 1 p.m. every day.
Yeah, I've been to a few games where they play the Jays, and whenever you talk to those Blue Jays fans, they're probably some of the nicest fucking baseball fans you can talk to.
It was the same way when I went to a fucking hockey game against the Canadians. Their team play like literally the Canadians were on the ice beating the shit out of the Coyotes, literally like punching the shit out of them. But then the Canadians fans were just like, "Oh, we're known for more than maple syrup. We're more than maple syrup. Oh, come on, that's a cheap shot, man. We're more than maple syrup." Very wholesome.
I swear, if Connor McDavid fucks my slip.
What's he? Oh, is he like him scoring?
I just need him for a point.
He needs an assist or some shit.
Oh, well, it won't fucking matter as long as fucking Cap Resolve doesn't get one.
Fingers crossed. Oh shit. But
I just need Shea to get 3 more points and another assist, and I'm up $3 off of 25 cents. I
fuck
can
yeah,
cash
dude.
out for $1. No.
I just let it ride. He'll get 3. What's is it fourth or is it third?
Third's about to end, but it's 98-77.
I figure he'll get 3. Figure he'll get a 2-pointer and a foul. Or just 3 fouls.
You think they're going to keep playing them even though they're up by 20?
I think if anything, we see what happened in the first half where they go up by such a large margin that they start skidding, and then they're like, "Oh shit, put the starters back in for a minute."
Oh, he needs 2 more points.
That's what I'm talking about. There's 1 foul. Fuck you, Shea Gilgeous. I'm tired of your foul baiting.
I still need him for the assist. I feel like that's going to be the hard one.
That
'Cause I
probably
could
would
see
be.
them sending him out like just to get one more shot off to hit 30 points in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Just for the news.
Yeah, that and playoff point averages and shit. Try and if they do make it back to the finals, try and get him a finals MVP or some shit.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree.
But down to 1 point now, they took my cash out away. So
Well, we'll see. But
1.1 assists. I could use that $3 because I'm fucking zeroed.
shit. Yeah, I got a deposit match, so I put that in today, or I'd be 0 too. Well, figure that's about it for us tonight, folks. We've been the Midwest Degenerates. We'll catch you guys back on Monday, recapping the weekend in sports, the Angels-Royals game, and much more. But until then, as I previously said, just let us know how you guys do. Follow us, like us, subscribe, rate, all that shit. And we'll catch you guys on Monday.
And Lucas Ursig, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Lucas Ursig. You closed the game out when we weren't there, but when we were there, you couldn't do shit. Fuck you, Lucas Ursig. Fuck you. All right. Have a good one, guys.